Welcome back everybody, Maverick here, and today we're beginning our playthrough of Shaolin Monks on the PlayStation 2. Alright, the very first time you start it up, you do have to adjust the brightness. It says adjust the brightness until the dragon is first visible. Now the reason they're doing this is because this game can be very dark on the screen if you don't adjust it properly. But ours is just right. We won't have that problem. Now I love this screen right here. Before I jump into the screen, let me just say Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is a spiritual successor to Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. Now a lot of people say, well, it's not related to that at all, and I mean it's not, that's why it's the spiritual successor, but they did build on a ton of concepts that I loved about Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, and they made them even better in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. And just like Sub-Zero and MK Mythologies was about Sub-Zero's story, Shaolin Monks is about Liu Kang and or Kung Lao's story. So it's amazing. Now this screen right here, you got this cute little Japanese dragon chilling by a fire. But if you look in the background, you'll see a boat back there. And you'll also see a temple. Now check this out. When you go into options, it zooms in on the temple. How cool is that? Alright, now watch this. When you go to content, it zooms in on the ship in the water. I mean, and look at this detail. That's cool. Alright, but what we're going to be doing, and there is co-op mode, which is amazing. Really something that you should take advantage of if you have the luxury of having someone to play with. We'll be doing single player. Now, as I said, it's about Kung Lao and Liu Kang's stories. So you can pick either. And you see those shadowy figures behind Liu Kang and Kung Lao? Those are secret characters, Sub-Zero and Scorpion. If you beat the game with Liu Kang, you unlock Scorpion. If you beat the game with Kung Lao, you unlock Sub-Zero. Now you can unlock them without beating the game if you insert a code, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to start our playthrough with Liu Kang. Trust me, this game is plenty hard. If you want to do hard, if you want to replay it after you've developed a nice little skill level, go for it, but normal is plenty challenging. Now, there's going to be a sweet, very long, and very epic cutscene. I'm going to let it play.
The forces of Earthrealm were facing their greatest challenge.
Mortal Kombat!
return to the Wuxi Academy!
I told y'all, was that not crazy and epic? You got a little bit of everything. You got special moves, you got characters you love, you got fatality type things going on, with Scorpion pulling off his mask to breathe the fire. You got Shang Tsung, Goro, so much is going on, and where do we land? In Goro's lair. How cool is that? I love that. This game is off to a hot start.
You won your first Mortal Kombat tournament. Earth has been spared, but Shang Tsung is a poor loser. This is Goro's lair. It is one of Shang Tsung's traps. You must find your way off the island before it crumbles into the sea. Make your way to the Wuxi Academy. Pick
All right.
up the items I've left behind for information.
Well, the items that he has left behind is like this coin right here. It'll give you... Let's see what it gives us. Usually it's information on how to use the controls. Look at those glowing eyes. Those are Oni coming after us. These things just run wild down here.
Learn to perform quick attacks, launching attacks, power attacks, and throws.
Alright, look. I'm gonna say this game starts off hot. Like, you got that awesome intro with the crazy fight scenes and everything. You got Kung Lao. You're playing as Liu Kang or Kung Lao. You got these Oni. But let me tell you where... What's the right phrase? Where the rubber meets the road, okay? Is the controls on this game are not easy. They're not easy at all. They're very intimidating. You may... I'm trying to throw someone into this skeleton. Hold on. Got it. Now there's a red coin here. Those are secrets that you can find. You have unlocked new concept art. Cool. Alright, now when you press start, see those secrets? 1 of 68. That's the red coin. Alright, so what I was saying is the controls are insane. Like to perform that move right there, I have to hold R1 and press circle. The fireball is R1 square. If you want to uppercut someone, again, it's a combination of controls. It's R1 triangle. It's just, oh god, it's just not intuitive. It's not something, and games would become more sophisticated, but I believe this was 2005 when this came out, and the games were just not that hard at that point. They weren't sophisticated. This is one of the first games I ever played where I was like, oh my god, how do I do these moves? Okay, I'm talking too much and getting my ass kicked too much as well. I gotta pay attention here. Now, like Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat Mythologies, I was saying it's very similar in the sense that your experience is used to unlock cooler moves. So for example, we cannot do the bicycle kick right now. We have to unlock it. Alright, is that everyone? Now it'll show you what you can unlock. Like if I go into specials here. Oh, I guess it doesn't show you. It shows you that you can unlock things, but I guess it doesn't tell you what it is. Alright. So, oh gosh, rocks falling on me.
Perform your signature special attacks.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Hold R1 and press any button. I mean, it's not any button. It's only the... I guess they're counting uppercut as a special attack. That uppercut is nasty. It does nasty work. Look at that. And these Oni aren't exactly pushovers. This is on normal, so we are getting a little bit of a break, but you've really got to hit these suckers a lot. They got a health bar and it drains slowly, but my goodness. Now, you'll see the hit multiplier at the top there. For every 10 hits that you get on, the experience multiplier will go up. Oh man, they can really get on top of you. These guys are big. They're brutes. How does this guy have so much health still? And you can see the special, when I do a special move, it drains my blue bar beneath my health. Okay, let's go. You can break these piles of skulls. Small health.
You may perform attacks while running.
And so look at this, just another layer of complexity. You can perform, so just to review so far, if you're standing still, you can perform attacks. If you hold R1, you can perform variants of those attacks, which are special attacks. And now Raiden is telling us if you try to attack while you're running, you're going to perform another thing. So like, here's the throw while you're running. It does something totally, I mean, not totally different. It's still a throw, but... Now if you throw them into this fire, it will kill them. Let's see. Ah, didn't get him in there. Get in there. Yeah. Now the environmental kills are peak in this game. They're amazing. Okay, there's no one here. But the reason, and it's a good way to bail yourself out if you're getting your ass just handed to you. But the reason I don't use them as much as I want to.
To the nearest enemy. When you are locked on, you will block incoming attacks and can perform evades.
Okay, the reason I don't perform environmental kills as much as I want to is because you don't get experience from it. Alright, now look at this. Yeah, you can hold L2 to block, but you can also hold it to lock on to an opponent and to evade. So, again, we've been hit with 3 variations of attacks, and now the L2 button has variations to it too. So within a minute of starting this game, you're just getting inundated with information. And a lot of people just find this a big turnoff. Now, you change the camera angle to panoramic, you can see there's a red coin way up there. That's intended to be gotten with a double jump, which is an ability we don't have yet, but if you do an air attack, which, again, I don't think Raiden's covered this yet. If you do an air attack just right, you can get it. Got it, okay. And it didn't tell us what we got because Raiden's too busy telling us to block, but you can see secrets 2 of 68. I think it was more concept art. Okay, so hold L2, and we blocked. You have unlocked a new movie. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. So much information to start this game, and let me tell you. Oh, what is this?
Liu Kang, behind you. When multiple enemies
Even more information.
do not concentrate on just one. Attack in different directions to hit them all.
Look, I love this game, but this is a massive turnoff for a lot of people. It's just being overwhelmed at the beginning of the game with information like what? It's already a complicated battle system. It's not the Mortal Kombat you're used to. And it's hard as hell to control. Now, a lot of people will turn the game off. They won't get very far because of this. But what I'm telling you is this game is worth it. Learn the controls, even if they're a turnoff, because it is such a good game. Now the multi-directional hitting is if somebody gets close to you when you're beating up on another person, you can press the other direction and fend them off. Like that, or like that. I'm not hitting anyone, but I am changing directions. It's something that is really hard to explain, but if you get in here and do it yourself, you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. Alright, we are at 700 EXP. I'll go ahead and say to get our first unlockable move, we need 3,000 EXP, so we're quite a ways away. Air combat, here we go. Now we already did air attacks to get that red coin, but they are cool. Oh, I accidentally knocked that guy into the fire. Not gonna get any EXP from that. Oh well. Let's see, there should be a pile of skulls over here. Yep, the roof is caving in, I know. Thank you, Kung Lao. Now, some of these red coins that we encounter, you won't be able to get. You can only get them on co-op. Oh man, I got myself in a corner there. Ouch. Alright, I think this is going to be a sword drop, yeah.
The skulls were commas in the Lair, and use them as weapons against your enemies.
Now look, this game came out on the heels, is that how you say it? Yeah, heels of Deadly Alliance and Deception, where one of... I'm trying to pick this up. One of the fighting styles was a weapon, and it's like, okay, that really didn't do anything special. It's just a fighting style, you know? But look at this weapon. You're going to want the weapons in this game, because look at this. It just takes off massive damage, and then when you kill someone, it does this little slow cutscene sometimes. Look at that. Cut them in half. You're going to love the weapons on this game. In short, they deal massive damage. They look cool. Look at this. It even like leaves a little warped air when you swing it. Man, I love this. This is a two-handed sword, which deals the most damage you can do with a weapon in this game. Alright, now look what's coming up next. It's the pit. And so now what they've done is they've given us some orientation that the pit, a stage... Yeah, it does reek of death. A stage that we know and love is actually connected to Goro's lair. How cool is that? Alright, now don't touch those spikes because they can hurt you. And you can knock these guys into them as well. I don't know if I can do it with the sword in hand. God, look at that. It never gets old. God, just slicing these guys. Alright, what's in here? Now, Johnny Cage is about to show us that you can indeed throw people in here. Watch this.
Up here, Cage!
God, that is so well done. This game does so many things like that so well.
Must keep moving.
Alright, let's come up here. Let me see if I can get this guy in one combo. Got him. God, this sword is just a monster. A monster of a bull. Now, you won't be able to keep it forever. It eventually will just disappear. I don't know if it's a function of how much damage you've dealt or what. Alright. Be careful with these jumps because they're easy to miss. The jumping in this game can be frustrating, I'll say that. Maybe not right there, but man, on later levels. Now, we will have to put the sword down to try to... There's a red coin you can get by shooting your projectile into that moon. Oh, listen to Reptile here. This is so well done, too.
It is another of Shang Tsung's servants.
I do not serve Shang Tsung.
Okay, was the voice on that not amazing? I did not serve Shang Tsung. Love that. Oh, see, I think I lost my sword, actually. Which is fine, because guess what? Get your ass in the pit. Actually, let me get one of these guys with full health.
Something by the moon.
There we go. Did I get the guy that I'd already been beating up on? That was not my intent. I gotta say, the fireball's okay. But just okay. Got him. Alright, now let's try to... Look, I'm gonna be honest. You can sit here and throw 100 projectiles at this moon and you'll never get the red coin. I don't know if it has something to do with the exact spot that you're in. Oh, like what the heck was that? What did I do different? We got lucky. That's what we got. Alright, now, don't miss out on this red coin right here. Can I see it? Yeah, see, look, panoramic view. If we just fall right down here, very carefully. New concept art. If you miss that jump, you fall on the spikes, and they do hurt quite a bit. Alright, we'll work our way back up.
Must keep moving.
Look, I know we must keep moving. You don't have to keep telling me that. I might have taken that out if I were a designer. But hey, so far the mechanics, the controls on this game are hard to learn. But once you do learn them, it's like a bespoke suit. It just, everything feels so right, you know? Okay, and the jumping included. Once you get good at it, you'll love it. A secret can be found in every area of the game. That's great to know, but they don't define what an area is. Like, is it every loading screen? Is it every room that you enter? Okay, regardless of that, look at this. It's a blood red coin. It gives you a fatality. Yes, there are fatalities in this game. First fatality that you get with Liu Kang is Shaolin Soccer. You're gonna love it.
You now have the power to execute a fatality.
Okay.
You must execute a fatality to open these gates.
Now,
Performing combinations
goodness, Raiden.
builds your ability fatality.
Now the fatality meter is that orb to the left of our health. We have to fill it up. It has to be all the way red, and it'll start to glow red once we can use a fatality. Now, okay. I'm trying not to finish these guys off with like specials or knock them into that fire over there, because the more like regular hits you get on them, I feel like your meter goes up pretty quick. Of course, if you start getting your ass handed to you, you can knock them away like that. Alright, and if you think Oni are annoying, just wait until we get to the later levels. These are some of the best enemies to encounter. Okay, hold on, we're almost there. It's not glowing red yet. It'll start like pulsating.
Now hit the enemy with the fatality stunner.
Alright, the fatality stunner, sure. There's the fatality stunner. Alright, down, left, up, right, square. Watch this. Uppercut, and then kick the head into the bottom. Oh, did you see that? Fatality bonus plus 600 EXP. You're gonna want to do fatalities when you get the chance. Alright, but before I forget, there is a red coin in here.
Excellent. If you need further help, check your journal for known fatalities.
Okay. Alright. Now, that one behind the gate, you have to play co-op to get. Alright, that kind of sucks. But there is another one in here. Knock someone into that chandelier. It'll fall down, revealing a red coin. New concept art. You know, the red coins are cool to find, they're challenging, but I don't get excited about concept art. It's just not my thing. Look at this. The Oni are feasting on one of their own. Glowing eyes and all. And this guy's like, nah, this ain't for you, man. Go find your own flesh. And so he sees us, and he goes berserk. The rest of them do too, so I guess they prefer living, warm flesh, maybe? I don't know. Now, you can knock people into the stalactites above, which is amazing, the reverse pit fatality. We've gotten pit and reverse pit on the very first level of Shaolin Monks. But come over here and you'll get another red coin up here in the air. That one's a lot easier to get. You've unlocked a fatality input image. That's not that cool. It's just, you know, the input for a fatality.
Throw an enemy into the weak wall to the left.
Okay, I can do that. Oh, wrong way. You can control which way you throw them a lot easier if... Is this guy blocking me or what? If you don't do the running throw. That was a running throw that I did. If you do the regular throw... Oh, there we go. I did the running throw again. The regular throw, I feel like you have so much more control over where you throw your opponent. You can just hold the analog stick in the direction you want to throw them. Alright, come on. This guy blocking? It's unusual to have so much blocking this early in the game, but... Alright, now remember that coin we saw in the room before? I said you have to have co-op. Well, this switch right here and this switch right here will unlock a new room. You can go through there. But you have to have one person stand on it and another person stand on it at the same time. Anyways, that's how you get behind that gate. Alright. Let's head into the tunnel. I guess it's not a tunnel, it's a corridor. Now, that is the Oni Warlord. He's going to be the boss of this level. And the bosses in this game are amazing. They're so well done. Way better than Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies. Alright, now this is a save stone. Now, if you don't want to save your game, you should still go to it. Because, like, if I say no, I don't want to save, you still come out of it with full health. So not only does it save your file, it gives you, it replenishes your health. Alright. Oh, love that. Now, if you're wondering where the heck did that big stone come from, that's a good question. You'd be right to wonder that.
Enemies and hazards could be anywhere. Try looking around before jumping into a new area. You never know what you might find.
Alright, thank you, Raiden. Oh, here we go. He's going to say more. Alright, there we go. I think where that came from is the Oni Warlord tossed that. What he's talking about is if you go panoramic, you see that sword down there? It's the same sword we had earlier. The same type of sword, anyways. And boy, are we going to want it. So just do a little jump. Yes. Because this thing just does so much damage to the Warlord. Here he is. He's gigantic. Okay, careful, because he can deal some damage too. But I like to just jump up, do a jumping attack on him. Look at the damage that one strike did. It's just unfair how much this thing rocks him. Look at that. Alright, careful though, because he's a big man. You want to go in and out. Oh yeah, we're almost there. So easy with the sword. But if you don't have the sword, that is a very... well, it's a much more difficult boss battle, I'll say that. Alright, now the gold coins are ability coins.
You now have the ability to perform a long jump.
Excellent. Now we did get 500 points for beating the Warlord. A lot of people, myself included, usually have 3,000 EXP by now. Now the reason we don't, probably because, I don't know, maybe I did one too many environmental kills, who knows. Just not making enough combos for my EXP, that could also play a role. But once you do get 3,000 EXP, I highly recommend just going in and unlocking the bicycle kick. It's a great move. Oh no, I didn't do the long jump, okay. Now, if you don't have the sword, you'll definitely want the bicycle kick, because there's some wolf mask guards that guard the portal up here that we're about to head to. And they are very tough. Not so tough if you have the sword. But if you don't have the sword, they block a lot. That's their problem. They have a lot of health and they block a lot. Alright, now this is going to... This is a long jump. Okay, we did it. Am I missing any red coins? I know there's one over here. Don't miss this one. Right there. Okay, just do a little ginger drop down. Okay. Now how many do we have? 7. I think that's all. Well, you can get 8. But we can only get 7 because we're not playing co-op. Alright, we're going to get a cutscene here. Now look at Liu Kang and Kung Lao's pants. Look at the drip on those pants. Black and red with a pretty awesome dragon in them. If Nike sold either of those pants, they would sell out instantaneously. It's like got like a red cream swirl around the dragon too. Alright, these are the wolf guards I was talking about.
Guards ahead hold the key to the only portal on this island. Defeat them.
I will.
When you lock up
Okay.
the enemy, you will block incoming attacks.
Now these guys are heinous. They will just kick your ass, and that's why Raiden is reminding us that you can block. Don't forget. Alright, come on over here. Wow, look at that. Wow. I haven't even landed a hit. Oh, there we go. I think what's happening is these guys are just blocking like crazy. Alright, come on. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? We just got 3,000 EXP. I'm going to come in here, unlock the bicycle kick. Now look at this. This is misleading. It says hold R1 and circle. Charge it for 2 seconds. And then you think, hey, I'll hold those buttons and release it. It'll do the bicycle kick. That's not the case. You have to hold it for 2 seconds, release the circle while still holding R1 and press circle again. Don't ask me. Like I said, the controls on this game are just insane. Alright, so here we go. Oh, he blocked it. Oh, this guy's tough. Come on over. I know you want to come over. Wow. Okay, now if you are getting your ass kicked like I am here, there is a way out of this without too much trouble. Is you can throw them off the ledge here. I'll do that if he blocks another one. Okay, you're getting thrown off the ledge, buddy. Come here. Get out of here. You can listen to him fall all the way down. Alright, now this is the portal. It says X. Press X to enter the Wuxi Academy. Now, once I enter this portal, we're going to get a big cutscene. So, it will lead us into Wuxi Academy. So, I'm not going to go into it just yet. I'm actually going to save it right here. And we'll pick up here next time for the Wuxi Academy. Because that'll be a great starting point for the next video. We'll have the Wuxi Academy cutscene leading us in. So that's it for now. Y'all take it easy. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out.